Italy is a country that has a lot of culture and is located in southern Europe and comprises of the long boot-shaped Italian peninsula. Italy borders with Switzerland and France. There are many foods in Italy. Italy is also geographically significant. There are many movies that were made in Italy. Gomorrah, a famous film which is a crime drama that was directed by Matteo Garrone, and this movie won the Grand Prix at the Cannes Film Festival. Another famous film is Mafioso. This film was created in 1962 and it was directed by Alberto Latuada. There are many animals that come from Italy. One animal that comes from here is the Moriscan brown bear and the red deer, roe deer, and 130 different kinds of birds, including the rare peregrine falcon and the golden eagle. There is a large rare butterfly called Parnassus apollo, which lives in Italy.
There are many great places to visit in Italy. Verona and Rome, which is the capital, are great cities to visit. The Verona Arena, which is the Roman amphitheater, is with Romeo and Juliet, which is the symbol of Verona. This is a solid, impressive structure with the exterior faced of bricks and red marble, which creates a particular chromatic effect. Another Verona theater was the tragic love story between Romeo and Juliet where it took place. So therefore, another great place to visit is Juliet's balcony in Verona. This is situated in the center of the city. When you see this balcony, it seems fantasy merges with reality.
The first people to live in Italy were the Etruscan civilization. The Etruscan civilization began around 6 BC and lasted until around 12 BC. During the Etruscan civilization in the 8th and 7th century BC, a new civilization started to spread around the southern Italy. This civilization is known as Magna Graecia. The Magna Graecia civilization was formed of Greeks who were looking for new land due to famine and overcrowding in Greece. They mostly established on the east of the Black Sea and all over the south of the Italian peninsula. When the Greek people came to Italy, they brought their culture and their language, which caused the Etruscan language and dialects of the ancient Greek language to mix together and form a new language called Latin, which later became the most used language in the world. After the Greeks returned to Greece, the Roman Empire started rising in the late 8th century BC. The Roman Empire was one of the most powerful empires in the ancient world. It is said that Rome was founded in 753 before Christ by Romulus and Remus, and lasted until 476 after Christ, when the last Roman Empire was overthrown by the Germanic general Flavius Odoacer. During the times of the Roman Empire, constructions like the Colosseum were built in Rome, and great generals like Julius Caesar ruled the empire. During the First World War, Italy joined the Triple Alliance with Germany. After World War I, the fascist movement began growing in Italy, led by dictator Benito Mussolini, who eventually became Prime Minister of Italy and again became allied with Germany in World War II.
There are so many different local and traditional foods in Italy. The most famous, perhaps, is pizza, but there are others too. Italy has a lot of other foods and ingredients such as pasta, such as spaghetti and fettuccine. There are cheeses like Asiago, which is an Italian cow's milk cheese, and Baracassi. There are also many types of bread like ciabatta, Italian white bread, and piadina, which is an Italian flat bread. Italy has a great variety of pastries. They make great desserts like torta caprese, which is an Italian chocolate and almond or walnut cake. This cake is named after and derived from an island in the Tyrrhenian Sea off the Sorrentine Peninsula named Capri. The Italian bacon is called pancetta. Pancetta is served in different ways, and one of those ways is to be rolled. From April to June and late September to October are the best months for traveling in Italy. Temperatures at this time are usually mild, and the crowds aren't too intense. Starting in mid-June, the summer rush picks up, and from July to mid-September, the country is filled with visitors. August is the worst month to visit. Not only does it get uncomfortable, hot, muggy, and crowded, but the entire country goes on vacation at least from August 15th to the end of the month. Many Italians at this time will take off the whole month. Many hotels, restaurants, and shops are closed except at spas, beaches, and islands where a lot of Italians head. From late October to Easter, most attractions in Italy go on shorter winter hours or are closed for renovation. Many hotels and restaurants take a month or two off between November and February. Spas and beaches will become empty and it could get very cold during these times, even with a chance
Italy
to
is a
snow.
place that has many great geographical features. The Po Valley Plain is the largest plain in Italy, which covers 18,000 square miles, and it represents over 70% of the total plain area in the country. The Po Valley is also the largest river in Italy, which flows 405 miles eastward. There are many worldwide known mountains in Italy. Some of these mountains are the Matterhorn, Monte Rosa, Gran Paradiso in the West Alps, and Bernina, Stelvio, and Dolomites along the eastern side of the Alps. The highest peak in Italy is Mount Blanc at 15,780 feet above sea level. Mount Blanc is also the highest mountain in Italy. Many elements of Italian territory are of volcanic origin. Most of the small islands and archipelagos in the south, like Capraia, Ponza, Ischia, Eoli, Ustica, and Pantelleria, are volcanic islands. There are also active volcanoes, such as Etna in Sicily. The largest active volcanoes are Volcano Stromboli and Vesuvius near Naples, which is the only active volcano mainland in Italy. Most of Italy's rivers drain either into the Adriatic Sea, like Po Piave, Adige, and Reno, or into the Tyrrhenian, such as Arno, Tiber.
If you go to Italy, it might be a little hard going around not knowing about where to go, or where to stay, or even what to do. So Rome is a great place to visit in Italy. With so many sights to see, it will take you a lifetime to see it all. The Colosseum in Rome is where you should go first. It is such a sight to see, and you can really connect with your inner gladiator. This vast arena holds stories of gory battles between gladiators, slaves, prisoners, and wild animals. Another great place to visit is the Trevi Fountain. This is also a Red Cross piggy bank. Thanks to all the loose change that tourists fling into water as they make a wish, this fountain is tucked away and surrounded by jostling crowds.
Exhilarating place to visit while in Italy. It has about 265,000 inhabitants living there. It is one of the main tourist destinations in northern Italy, owing to its artistic heritage, several annual fairs, shows, and operas, such as the Lyrical Season in the Arena, the ancient amphitheater built by the Romans. Ristorante Antico Tripoli is a very attractive restaurant in a renovated stable, large space nicely broken up with gauzy white curtains here and there. It stars a huge open hearth where most of the cooking occurs over wood coals. Ask to be seated near the fire unless you are there in a very hot weather. Lovely service, but fairly expensive. It is very easy to find a great restaurant in Verona. Not only are there many great restaurants there, but also many wonderful hotels there. Nestling in the heart of the Valpolicella vines, the Villa del Quar, just 5 minutes from Verona, reflects tradition, conviviality, and the romanticism. You will be fascinated by the soft murmurings of the countryside, the atmosphere in the guest rooms and public areas, the fine wines, not forgetting the hot cuisine combining the traditions of Veneto with Mediterranean flavors. The clover-shaped pool brings a pleasing freshness to this sun-drenched villa, and its elegant atmosphere delightfully immerses you in the gentle embrace of the Italian Renaissance. In 2010, Villa del Quar was further enhanced with the addition of a conservatory with tropical plants, an ideal setting for the stage of events. Ferrari SPA is an Italian sports car manufacturer based in Maranello, Italy. Founded by Enzo Ferrari in 1929 as Scuderia Ferrari, the company sponsored drivers and manufactured race cars before moving into production of street-legal vehicles as Ferrari SPA in 1947. Throughout its history, the company has been noted for its continued participation in racing, especially in Formula One, where it had great success. Okay, finish. Ferraris are very rare, and it would be pretty cool if you saw one nowadays. Excuse me, sir. Is this a Ferrari?
Why, yes it is, young man. It's a Ferrari 458 Italia. You want to hear the engine?